Hey there, I'm Timmy and this is TimmyWA Presents. Well, I'm back and I just couldn't help it. I needed to make a video. So this is gonna be something totally new, totally random. I have a couple notes here I'm gonna read on my computer. But I just need to get a couple things off my chest and I need to make a video. It's been long enough, I think. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. So a couple topics I just want to hit on real quick. First is bowling. I got to talk about bowling, and let me grab my prop for bowling here. This is my Storm ball. Shock Trauma is what this one is. I bought this used. It's quite an old ball, but it does a good job for me. So if you don't know, I bowl in a league, and I bowl Tuesday nights with a bunch of friends of mine. Every week. It's been great. And just, you know, full disclosure, my average is about 110. And I've been in this league since, I think late summer, August, July, last year. And then I was also in a briefer, much shorter summer league from April till, you know, July or whatever it was. I can't remember. My whole life I've bowled. Nothing consistently, just with friends. A lot of times when I was a young teenager with a group of friends and we go rock and bowl, where, you know, you bowl late at night and they have the black lights and all the loud music, and it's just a lot of fun. So it's always been for fun. And I've never had my own ball. So I joined the league at the encouragement of one of my friends, Mark. Thank you, Mark. And kind of started, really enjoying the consistency of it. And started to get a little better, started to like the idea of bowling in a league, and decided to put a little investment in it instead of just paying for the fee, right? So we bought, my wife, Rachel, let me buy the ball. Again, this is used, it was pretty inexpensive, and a pair of shoes. And that saves quite a bit of money on, shoe rentals, of course. Bought some decent shoes. Nothing too fancy. Funny thing is, as soon as I got the shoes and the ball, my game completely went to trash. And the reason I think is because when I've bowled, I've always bowled with the hook. I've always spun the ball, and the ball would hook and go in. And I got used to hooking a house ball, which is just a plastic ball, which has no surface on it. It's just smooth and slippery, so the oil and whatnot on the lane has nothing to do with it. And so to get it to hook, you have to really crank on it really hard. And so over the years, and of course over the first league I joined, I got pretty used to it, and I get the muscle memory over years and years of doing it that way. So when I bought this ball has a great surface on it and a core inside that helps it to hook. And so I was shocked by how much that hooked, and I would go into the gutter almost all the time. Luckily, Jack, the owner of the local bowling alley, took me aside and gave me some free lessons and kind of got me to start over and basically reboot my whole bowling style. So slowly, very slowly, my averages has kind of gone back up, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit better. But yeah, that's one thing I do. That's kind of something I haven't talked about yet. So that's bowling. All right, next topic I want to address, and I don't have a prop for that. Let me put bowling ball away here. Next topic I want to address is something very serious that just happened overnight. Today's the 3rd of March, 2020. So overnight, Nashville, Tennessee, was struck by an enormous hurricane, or tornado, excuse me. And last I saw, and I haven't looked because I've been doing my day job, but last I saw, there was around 9 or 10 victims of the tornado, and at least 40 major buildings that have been destroyed. Pretty incredible and pretty shocking. And I feel so bad for that. And I just wanted to kind of give my thoughts. But I know there's a lot of people that, really important to the music industry that are there, and just a lot of people in general, of course, that live there. And my prayers and thoughts go out to you guys. Let's talk vehicles real quick. Here's my prop for that. It's a Mustang. am not right now in the market for buying a new vehicle. However, with my wife Rachel being the amazing genius she is in working our finances, she says as soon as we pay off one of our car vehicle payments, then she'll let me go buy a truck. I used to have a 2011 Ram 1500 that I loved, and didn't really use it a ton as a truck, but when we needed to, it was certainly handy. And so I'm looking forward to being, maybe in the next year or so, I think is what she said. I think January 2021, if plans go well. So that's kind of, so I've been doing a little bit of research, going on some test drives. Test drove a Ford F-150 a couple weeks ago. That was a lot of fun. And I want to do more car review videos. I know I'm not any good at them, but they seem to get a lot of interest on my channel. So look forward to that. My Mustang, this is a 2015 GT. Mine's a 2016 EcoBoost and dark blue, but very similar the way they look. That I've still got 2 or 3 years left on the loan to pay off, and but eventually I will be. I think I've decided, mostly because of some test drives I've done, to upgrade next time when I do get a Mustang GT. I love my EcoBoost. Gas mileage is great, but the test drives I've done in the GTs just blew my mind. And who knows? Maybe by the next couple of years they'll have a new model out, a new design. And I've seen rumors of that. The F650, I think is what they're, or S650, excuse me. The current one is the S550. And so all that's rumor and all that's alleged at this point, nothing really concrete, but starting to look really good. And they might be doing some electrification or hybrid. So that'd be exciting too. So basically that was what I wanted to talk about with vehicles. So that's that. Next topic, coming up later this month, March 21st in Salt Lake City, is it's called the Great Salt Lake Record Sale 2020. So I just wanted to bring out my prop of probably one of my favorite records from my father's record collection. Saturday Night Fever, of course, great collection. I love records. I love vinyl. I use the hashtag Rekkitz, REKKITZ, just to be silly. But that's coming up in Salt Lake City on the 21st of March. So I'm looking forward to that, to increase and build my record collection. So that's fun. Finally, let's talk a little bit about Disney, because that's what we do. Still no solid plans for a Disney trip this year. We're looking, one of the things that's kind of making us hesitate is all the refurbishments that are going on at Disneyland in California, Snow White, the carousel. What else is there? Haunted Mansion is under refurbishment now for a few months. And then even after Snow White and Haunted Mansion are done, which are supposedly late spring, maybe April, that's when they're supposed to be done, then Indiana Jones is supposed to go under refurbishment for a few months as well. So kind of a bummer. Nothing, of course, Disney doesn't publish hard dates for any of this until they're right up on it. And all the schedules I looked up online say that these current refurbishments are TBD. So we don't know when they're going to done. The expectation is hopefully by the quote unquote summer season, which again is late April, I think, early May. And then that's when Marvel Land in California Adventure is supposed to open with the Spider-Man ride and the restaurant, Pym's Kitchen. So exciting stuff happening at the parks. Of course, Rise of the Resistance is open. It's been open since the beginning of the year. It's been crazy. There's been a ton of people going. There's boarding passes, excuse me. That's what they're calling it, excuse me. And that's been crazy. People are just going nuts getting those reservations. So the park attendance has been just booming. And of course, we heard just in the last week or so, the CEO, Bob Iger, stepped down, and former president of parks, Bob Chapek, took over as CEO. And Bob Iger, of course, will remain on staff as a chairman until 2021 is what's expected there. A lot of chatter about Bob Chapek. A lot of people that are parks fans weren't big fans of his. So they're kind of upset about what that means for the rest of Disney as a corporation, now that the park's president has been made the CEO. I don't know. I try to keep an open mind. I try not to fall into the Diz Twitter environment where there's just a lot of biting and fighting amongst all the people. So hopefully it'll be a good thing. I think that somebody said that maybe getting his attention, Bob Chapek's attention, off just the parks and as the Disney Corporation as a whole will help the Disney parks situation and let those people that are leading the parks themselves have a lot more leeway to be creative and to do the things they want to do. So those are all kind of exciting things, and I'm positive about it. I think it'll be a good thing, and I'm looking forward to that. So again, no plans for visiting right now. We talk about it a lot. We tease about it a lot. We dream about it. My wife said she had a dream the other night that she was at Disneyland. I was jealous because I haven't had such a dream. But of course, if we do go, we'll talk about it and we'll put a video up and we'll share that enjoyment with you. So, and then one more thing, it's not on my list here, but I'll talk about it. The coronavirus, of course, is a huge thing in the media and everybody's talking about it. And people are going to grocery stores and Costco and buying water by, hundreds of bottles and toilet paper. And, it's great to be prepared. It's great to make sure you're doing the things you need to do to make sure your family's taken care of. I get that. But I believe that it's been overblown. I believe that, not that the virus itself is overblown, but the way people are panicking and reacting about it is a bit overblown. And I think the media has a lot to do with that. So I would just say, let's be cautious. Let's wash our hands. Let's be careful with, how we interact with people. And let's just be aware of germs and viruses that are always around us. And I don't think that we need to be extra careful about the coronavirus. I think that it's a real thing. I'm not downplaying it. It's there and it's happening and it's killing people. I get that, and that's terrible. But I think that overall, people are just over panicking about it. And again, it's smart to be prepared. It's smart to do what you feel is right for your family. And so I support that entirely. But let's not panic. And I think retail business is benefiting a lot from this panic. And let's just watch that. Let's just be careful, be cautious, wash your hands, use soap, and fist bumps, elbow bumps, whatever you want to do. Let's just be careful about it and be aware. All right. That's it for this episode. Hopefully it's something you got some value out of. Like and subscribe and share. I'll throw this up on Facebook and on YouTube, and I'll post about it as well. And I appreciate you taking part and being part of the TimmyWA Presents channel here on YouTube. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time.